Welcome back to the Maxxis TKM Festival here at Kimbolton. The chairman of the Hunts Kart Racing Club joins me, Martin Chesterman. Now, Martin, this event takes a lot of organising, doesn't it? Just talk a little bit about that.
I mean, the preparation starts in March, and we have a meeting with Graham and with Alan and the key core people of Hunts Kart Racing Club to prepare for the 2015 event. And between then and obviously leading up to August, there is a lot of preparation, a lot of discussion to make sure everything's all right on the day. The one thing that we can't plan is the weather, and if you can recall from 2014, it was monsoon, it was torrential, and we worked really hard to complete the meeting on the day. And obviously this weekend, so far, we've had fantastic weather, really good racing, a great entry. See Clubman here, and obviously we're really pleased to have the O Plate join us for this month. There's some fantastic racing we've seen yesterday, and also we're looking forward to the pre-finals and the grand finals later on this afternoon.
And this is, I've said it before, I think when I interviewed you a couple of years ago, still one of the most successful kart clubs in the country, certainly in terms of numbers. It's an amazing success down here. Just remind us again what that's all down to.
It's the team, it is a team that work together. We always look at improvements. I think, from last year to this year, you would have seen a lot of improvements around the site. We think about the competitors, our customers, and try and improve things for everybody as well as the officials. And overall, hopefully we put a good package together and people want to come back and race. The TKM grids are really very strong, the juniors and also the TKM Extreme grids continually on a month-by-month basis. So people enjoy coming to Hunts Kart Racing Club and competing on a month-to-month basis.
So let's rock for the Junior TKM Elite Final. Ryan Edwards and Ross Steele on the front row, Christian Briley and Matthew Taylor. Abby Pulling, the fastest driver in qualifying in P5 alongside Roman Haskett, with Adam Sparrow, Alex Reese, Mitchell Digby and Ocean Bark getting their positions in the top 10. Here we go. Let's have a good race, folks. And down to the first corner. The C plate holds the advantage on the inside line to Stowe, and he's going to get the lead here. Is everybody going to get through cleanly? The answer is yes, just about. So everybody through neatly, but is Edwards going to be able to hold on to this lead for long? My guess, no.
Abby Pulling on the 49 car. I think looks like she's still there in 5th place now. Earlier on in the pre-final.
And a trip up, that's Sam Munro. Oh, it's such a shame. Out of the race at the 4th corner.
So he spun, obviously, going into Derrick's. Now, just complete what I was saying. Well, he's going to get it going again, but well down the field. Abby Pulling, and there is Abby Pulling, in fact, going into 4th place now. I watched the pre-final earlier on. She's been the quickest driver all weekend, but she is inexperienced at this level. And this is what she did in the pre-final. She was sitting in 3rd place going into the final turn. Warning there for Kart 47, not seeing what that's for.
Mitchell Digby.
Now, she was sitting in 3rd place going into the final turn, and I was thinking, that's where you want to be if you can't win the race.
More contact. Sorry, Alan, there's more problems. Ocean Bark there, the 43, tripping over someone else. Couldn't quite see who went off with him there. We'll have to pick that one up in a bit.
Oh, I tell you what, that was lucky. The pusher there nearly got run over by the cart coming through the chicane. Fortunately, no damage. Let's complete what I was saying. More contact here. That's Kart 37 getting a warning. Now, Abby Pulling went into that final turn in the pre-final in 3rd place. I thought, sit there, you can't win it. You want to finish 3rd, you want to be on the inside line down to turn 1. However, she went for the move for 2nd place. That's all she could have got. She wouldn't have won the race. That was the wrong move, inexperience, because she would have been on the outside line of the grid going down to turn 1. Fortunately for her, almost, instead of losing 1 place and finishing up in 4th on the outside line, she lost 2, ended up in 5th, and that's still given her the inside line down to turn 1. A little bit of inexperience, but she's certainly got the pace to win this, Jake, this weekend.
Well, she's in 4th position, sat behind Roman Haskett in 3rd position. 2nd is Christian Brearley. Now, he was the one who got given that warning flag a couple of laps ago, so he's obviously been judged to be just a little bit too aggressive, or track limits, one of the two, but he is now right in the box seat in 2nd place. Here comes Haskett up the inside for 2nd position, taking off the leader. Oh, Ryan Edwards goes with Haskett, and it's absolute skittles as they come through. Here we go again, more drama, and in the lead of the race, it's Roman Haskett, the man who started it all. Now that is controversy right there.
But here's the replay. I can tell you that the digital sign on the start line is already showing the warning for Roman Haskett. Here he is up the inside. He's going from third to second. Gets caught up on the rear bumper there. The leader, look, he falls off the rear bumper. Takes the lead as a consequence of that contact. Now, he cannot be allowed. He should be giving that lead back.
Yeah, he has. Look, Briley's now in the lead. Briley has got into the lead of the race just in front of Abby Pulling. So these two are now battling for the lead. What drama here. Well, this could well be the new best race ever in karting at this rate.
You never know. We never saw whether he gave the place back or he's been overtaken, but he's not in the lead now. Anyway, here comes Abby Pulling for the lead. Abby Pulling, I napped her earlier in the day. I thought she's nailed on to win this. Just needs a little bit of luck in running. She's got the pace and she's out front.
Through to second place comes Ryan Edwards now. So Briley is down to third position. The E-plate is next. That's Matthew Taylor. And in fifth position, it's another super fast racing girl, Suzanne Goodsold, who has worked her way up from row 6. How many times have we heard the name Suzanne Goodsold at the front of a race this year? She's got potential, but Abby Pulling is looking to win this one. Edwards up the inside. Briley's going to go with him. So down to third position goes Abby Pulling. And Goodsold is up to fourth place. 2 boys, 2 girls, top 4.
Fantastic racing. I did speak to a friend of mine at William Hills earlier this week and said, give me a price on Abby Pulling to win the Super 1 British Championship title next year, as we've lost the 63 Archie Strong. He's out of the race. Incident obviously down in the first turn there, turn 1. He gave me a price at 5. She is the 5-2 favourite to win the British Championships next year. Abby Pulling, we've seen very few girls competing at that level over the years. She is the championship favourite to win the British title next year.
Yellow flags at turn 1. We had a kart exit stage left on the exit of Dan Weldon. Didn't see who it was, and we've got a very slow kart up the road with mechanical difficulties. I think it's Scott McIntyre who pulls right off the racing line, but it's Edwards who leads. Briley in second position. Pulling is in third place. Here comes Suzanne Goodsold though, trying to make the move into third position. Up towards Dan Weldon. She's going for it straight through, and it looks as though Taylor's going to pop up the inside as well. Pulling is down to fifth, just in front of the 86 of Ross Deal, who's come back into play from the front row of the grid.
A great shot from the drone. That's what the drone is all about, to give you that cracking overall view of the race action.
Later in the race, it's getting a little bit too close for comfort up front with the leaders. Edwards on the inside of Goodsold, and that's allowed Brearley to break away. Edwards through to second position. Pulling trying to come through on Goodsold. Taylor's gone through there. Ross Deal still at the back, trying to make his way through as Ocean Bark gets a technical flag.
So Ocean Bark's got to leave the track, get to whatever's wrong with his kart sorted out. There's a white flag there. That is for Adam Sparrow. You can see him down the right-hand side. Obviously had an issue. He's getting the kart going again, so white flag's waving.
Goodsold up the inside there. Gets through into second position past Edwards as we get a technical flag too for the 60. That is a problem for Kathleen Saw. So now Goodsold into second position again in front of Edwards. Little bit lungy into the first corner, but she manages to hang on to it. Look, Brearley's clear out in front, and this is now game time for the drivers behind. They're going to need to do something drastic to catch up. Edwards is up the inside of Goodsold. They tangle. Edwards has gone and Pulling's gone with him.
Oh, Abby Pulling's had to take avoiding action. Ryan Edwards up the inside. He was getting a bit antsy. The leader was getting away. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, he did nothing wrong there. You've got to go for it. It's a one-weekend championship event. He's got loads of second-place trophies. Doesn't need another one. Here's the replay. He's got to go for this move. All right, it all goes pear-shaped, but I don't see anything wrong with that. He's done nothing wrong. You've got to go for it. You can't sit there in third place with the leader getting away. But I feel sorry for Abby Pulling there. She's been disadvantaged, had to go through the chicane.
So too is Taylor. He had to go through the chicane. Warning flag for Kart C, Ryan Edwards, but I totally understand why he did it. He's a racing driver. He's got to go for the win.
We're into the last lap. That's Edwards that's out front of these two. But look at this. Briley's been closed down by Suzanne Goodsold. Can Suzanne Goodsold win the Junior Elite Final? There they are going through.
Oh, Ross Steele gets a good move there to balloon himself into third position as well on this final tour, but it's all about the leading two. Briley versus Goodsold. I've got so much praise for Suzanne and for Christian. They're both incredible racers. Into the left, down the stretch, into the right. Suzanne tries. Christian Brearley parks the kart in the perfect position. Out of the final turn, blasting over the finish line. Christian Brearley takes it from Suzanne Goodsold. We've done it again, the Junior Elite Final. An absolute absolute barnstormer of a race. Ross Steele in third position. Absolutely sensational podium scrap. Wow, once again, stunning racing as Archie Albone climbs to fourth position just behind Ross Steele. Matthew Taylor recovers to fifth and Jack Davidson sixth. I'm out of breath.
Now, you started on the front row. There was obviously, for a lot of the race, there was a massive queue of very quick people all battling, places changing, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of blew up at the bus stop.
Yeah. Well, I was just kind of lucky, really, at the bus stop because we were struggling with a bit of engine power because our engine was beginning to go off a bit because we've been racing both this weekend. And then they all crashed off, really, and we got quite a good run out of that corner and made it up to third. So I was happy.
Good result for you.
Yeah. I'd just like to thank SJM Motorsport and my mum and dad for all the help and Jade for a great chassis.
Great. Well, thank you for that, Ross. In second place then, Suzanne. Now, again, you were up and down the order. You've been pretty much near the front all weekend, and suddenly in that race you found yourself in that very good position.
Yeah, it was a bit of luck and a bit of skill used, but it was a good result in the end.
I think you absolutely made the best of what happened and kept your head about you.
Yeah, I think it was kind of hard to get to the front, but then once there was a gap, it was trying to win from there.
Yeah. Okay. And then Christian. Now, I mean, you were up and down the order. Sometimes you were there, sometimes you weren't. Then suddenly all this blew up. Yeah. And you must have been a bit shocked.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about everyone battling behind me, and I just tried to get the best gap as I could. Susanna was very fast and was right on my back bumper the whole time, so well done to her, obviously. And yeah, it was just a really good race. Yeah.
So very good. Best result for you?
Yeah, my best result ever, I think, so far in my career, so yeah.
Well done to Christian. TKM Extreme is up next. The template there. Matt England on pole. He leads the British Championship this season. Those of you that think that he's only leading it because there's 10 in it, well, there's 63 here today. The best drivers in the country, and he's still on pole. Oh, you little faith.